5 innings now in the books. And now here comes the bottom of the order, Tyler Rosmanson. First pitch swung on, and that completely goes right through the bat. 0-1 the count, and you got the inning you wanted. You leave a runner away from scoring position. The pitch fouled off, and it's to the right side and just into the street. And I think the fans were hoping it would hit some sort of vehicle, but the sheer disappointment here at 0-2 the count. But nonetheless, a great half inning. I don't know if that was planned or anything. 2 outs. Half the team thought it was out number 3 for Point Arena. Noah Davis noticed that there was a vacant bag out at home plate. Takes off, but they were able to apply the tag as that's going to be swung on and goes into the catcher's glove. Throw to first as he mishandled the ball, but it's thrown to first for the first out. So call that a strikeout. A grand total of 10 strikeouts now for Logan Thrapp.
You know, Point Arena came in. They had a tremendous way to end that inning. You think that would have changed some of that momentum, but what do you got waiting for you at the mound? You got Thrapp waiting to throw that 10 strikeout. And, you know, that is not what you wanted right now for if you're Point Arena. You know, you thought you had all that momentum, and it's like, you know, it's like in the NBA, you look across the thing, you're up in the series, and all of a sudden, you know, you see Michael Jordan coming across, or LeBron James, you know, looking across and seeing him and thinking, what are we going to do?
Well, I think Thrapp would be pretty happy if you compared him to those 2 elite athletes. But nonetheless, Thrapp is actually showing off his stuff as he's been really solid since the start of the game. 10 total strikeouts on less than 60 pitches. The pitch a bit high and inside as that backs away the top lineup hitter, and Justin Sundstrom, who is over 2 a strikeout and a ground up to third.
Thrapp is just, again, has just done an amazing job on the mound. He is an elite athlete that you want in your championship team right now. You know, I'm not quite sure. Let's see here. Thrapp is a junior, so you know what? He still has another year left. So, I mean, look at him now as a junior and imagine what he can do next year for this St. Bernard's team.
I think Roger Davis will be glad and happy to have him on the team for at least 1 more year. Pitch on the way, and that's in for a strike. So 2 strikes here to Sundstrom.
You know, this St. Bernard's team is very young. I believe they only have 3 seniors on the team. You know, a lot of them are going to come back for next year, and you know what? They're definitely going to be hungry to repeat and maybe even 3 or 4-peat over the next several years.
Well, they do have a title last year. They are the defending champions coming into this game today, so they're looking to repeat today, and obviously a win. They're already eyeing next year and seeing what they can do to potentially 3-peat if they can win today. First pitch in for a strike, a high changeup. So the count here 0-1 to the pitcher and Tim Sanders. Sundstrom was able to reach base, as you saw there, on a 6-pitch walk. On the stretch, Thrapp, the 0-1. Runner takes off. It's grounded over the third baseman's head. That'll be in for a hit. Rosmanson heads down to third. Runners will be standing at the corners as he almost lost the tag as he might have stepped off a bit too far on the bag. Sundstrom at third, as a matter of fact. Sanders at first. So that is going to be a single with the runner advancing to 2 bags. And now the first time today that Point Arena can maybe do some damage here.
All right, you're right. This is the first time they've actually had anyone in scoring position, let alone some momentum going into things. So maybe that first strikeout was a little bit of a fluke for Thrapp, and you know, Point Arena does have that momentum.
Well, a bunt. The toss to home. They're going to play a little pickle here as Sanders will be going back and forth. Correction, Sundstrom will be going back and forth. He's going to be safe as he was able to escape off the tag, and now we've got the bases loaded. Take it off the home with it being vacant. They're going to say it's a dead ball. We'll await to see what the call is here. Unsure if the umpires did say that the ball was dead on the play. And Justin Sundstrom will head back down to third. He thought he was able to fool everyone, even us. But instead, now the bases will be loaded for the big man and Andres Fuentes.
All right, like we said, that is Anthony Halverson.
My apologies.
Halverson came up there. He was chosen as a captain for a reason. Now is the time that, as a captain and a leader of this team, you start showing something.
First pitch as he ducks one away. He's been a magnet to those pitches inside. The 1-0. Halverson looks a strike. Count even 1-1.
But also, too, he's been really loving those low fastballs and low sliders right into the dirt, and he's been swinging away and getting the strikes.
Halverson looks at a pitch as that nicks the corner on the black. 1-2 the count. Touches the home plate with ease. 1-2. He looks that one well away. Count even 2-2. Fans here. on their toes. I'm on my feet.
Now, Point Arena
Ron's on his feet.
does not get anything for this inning. This will definitely be something that they could look at, going into next year. They had an opportunity and they wasted it. And, they have to really take advantage right now, because if they don't, this game, I would pretty much say this game is over, because, they haven't had much momentum. But, of course, after that thrilling end of the last inning, they might just have enough to make this a game.
Like you said, this could be the game right here. The 2-2 offering ducks away as Thrapp just misses inside, so now it's full 3-2. Now it's time to protect that plate. Bags are full. 3-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 down, and that's 11 for Thrapp.
That's really got to hurt Point Arena. All you had to do was protect that plate. I don't know if if that would have been called a strike or not. It looked like a little high, but it's up to the umpire's discretion. And he swung at it, and again, just is not what Point Arena needs now.
So it'll be all up to Gavin Malik. Again, the bases are full, nowhere to put him, as time is called, as the entire infield will be brought in to discuss what to do here.
And that was one of the few times in this game that Thrapp was actually in trouble. And once again, they did not take advantage of that. They need to take advantage of those little things.
Yeah, the things here that could make a difference. Even a run here and there. It is the 6th inning, but the first time that they've seen a runner at third base, they've had things go their way in this half inning. So a chance to put something on the board and show some life as Malik digs into the batter's box. First pitch. That's down the pipe for a strike, 0-1.
I'm really surprised that a team of this caliber in Point Arena is not taking at least some more swings, and they're really just watching that ball fly right by them.
0-1 pitch, and that hits the outside corner. So 0-2 the count, and now Malik has to play protection here. Thrapp can escape with the bags full. The 0-2 misses outside, trying to force him to chase, but not going to happen. 1-2.
Trying to hit that outside corner, which has been very effective for Thrapp and actually Sanders, both.
1-2 pitch. This is inside, that goes into the batter's box. And again, not batter's box, backstop rather, but again, that short backstop will keep the runners where they are.
And that's great for home field advantage for St. Bernard's, because you know what? If they were in a regular field, that run might have scored right there.
That padding, too, also brings the ball right back to the plate, so he said the runners stay where they are. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. 12 Ks for Logan Thrapp, and that big one ends the inning. We'll keep it right here. 5.5 are in the books. Point Arena had a chance to do something. Fortunate to keep the runner at third base, but again, back-to-back strikeouts end the inning. And now for Tim Sanders, all he needs to do is play damage control to keep the deficit at 4 in this bottom of the 6th.